Now, I know that bingo can be a real struggle sometimes. It feels like a dampener on your main progress, on your main profiles, and it feels like it gets in the way most of the time. But, of course, there's a talisman hidden behind it, and if you're an Iron Man player like me, it can be kind of daunting seeing the new bingo card at times. So here is a guide for the October 2025 bingo card. So everyone's going to be varying in bingo rank. I'm going to try making this as friendly as possible for people who are lower bingo ranks, but at this point I'm unsure of what people get without one elixir potion effect, so I'm going to kind of suggest it, and if it doesn't work then I will also suggest another option. So this bingo card is pretty easy. So what I recommend personally is try to get some of the easier ones out of the way. 3 ferocity, all you have to do is do /visit, and you can either go to the portal hubs or you can visit like Time Dio, Minicloon. For the ferocity cake, that gives +2 ferocity, and then I'm pretty sure elixir will also give +1 ferocity. If he doesn't throw the ferocity that you need, then you can always ask a co-op mate, a guild member, or maybe even someone in Dungeon Hub if they'd be willing to make you a ferocity potion. All you need is that 1 ferocity. I'm pretty sure there's a potion for it. You should be okay. The next goal I want to talk about are the crop milestones. Crops, very easy to break. That's probably the first thing you'll end up doing. The next one we're going to talk about is the sugarcane collection. Sugarcane collection may seem very daunting because it's 300,000. I do not recommend placing a minion down for any farming minions. If you get a farming task, do it by hand. It's not worth placing down a minion and then waiting for that minion to accumulate that, collection within several days, when you can get it done in like an hour or 2 hours. Especially where you can just grind the garden milestone very quickly. And that will also give you more money for like this task over here, which is get a 1 million in the bank. 250 HP, extremely easy. You can put Titanic on some armor, you got the elixir perks, and if all else fails, go and get mushroom armor. It's a very quick armor set to get, and the stats double at night. Relatively easy goal to achieve. Quick reel can be difficult, but what I recommend is you go buy the angular equipment set right away. Just because you need an equipment set anyway, it's better to have something than nothing. And what you want to do is you want to go and take your fishing rod and your minnow bait to the spider's den. So the spider's den is going to be the best area for you to fish, because when it's raining, you can get, I think, +25 fishing speed, and then you can also go to a circle to get yourself another 15 fishing speed or 5 sea creature chance. 3 and 75 seconds isn't the hardest, but it can take some time between casts, so it's just reducing that time so then you can get 3 sea creatures. The next one is mediocre Ring of Love. Now this one people won't love because you've got to be on the foraging island, but the good thing about this is all you need is to focus on going to the dwarven mines, and then you can get this pretty easily. Yeah, all you need is 64 emeralds, and then you can complete this task. You need 64 emeralds, 15 poppies, and a yellow rock for all the quests. Golden Goblin, the recommended approach that I can suggest for this is you can either kill goblins once you get Ender Armor and a Void Sword, which will make you do way more damage in comparison, or what you can do is you can unlock the Crystal Hollows and you can open chests hoping to get goblin eggs. Either way, this one's probably one of the hardest ones on the list, just because, well, it's kind of RNG based. So I wish everyone luck in getting the goblin eggs for this one. 1 million in the bank you'll get just by leveling up and doing basic things and sorting out inventory. You'll get this very easily. Just remember to deposit your money. You can deposit money anywhere at any time. There is no cooldown. Reach Slayer boss level 3, very simple. You can get that done relatively quickly. Once you get Ender Armor, you can just sit down and do tier 3 revs until you get level 3. Kill Enderman, self-explanatory. Kill a Lost Adventurer. Kill a Lost Adventurer, very easy. All you need to do is get combat level 5. Go to Mage class during an entrance floor and use the lightning ability. You just need to be careful, don't get hit too much, you'll be fine. I will be streaming the bingos, so if anyone needs help with these goals, then by all means pop by the stream and we'll get you some help. Summon Arachne. So all you have to do is kill an Arachne, well, singular Arachne's keeper, and place 1 egg. That's all you have to do. Well, Arachne's cooling, it's not really called an egg, but you get what I mean. If you're not bingo rank 2, then I recommend killing some spiders for enough string for a grappling hook to help you get cheetah talisman. Cheetah talisman's relatively simple to get, but I recommend doing it with a grapple hook on the 3rd difficulty. It's very easy to get used to it and to get a proper feel for it. I know that I can do it quite easily. So yeah, I recommend that everyone else also do the same. Next one is the scavenger enchant. Very easy. What I recommend is when you've farmed some money up from putting it in your bank, definitely buy enough to get a scavenger enchant. Or you can ask in the hub for a grand experience bottle to be thrown on you. Loads of people are willing to do that. So you might get lucky, go into a hub and just ask for a grand experience bottle. Next, piggy bank. What I recommend is if there's ever piggy bank in your bingo card, instantly go and kill pigs to get your pig minions down. I don't recommend killing pigs to 2,500 kills. Mithril powder. You've got your fetcher quests. You've got the puzzle guy, and then you've got a bunch of dwarven events that can happen. The dwarven events are probably going to be the best ones, especially where you need mining skill 20 anyway, but I recommend just mining a bunch of mithril and doing the events when they happen. This one, however, may be a bit difficult. A pufferfish collection. What I recommend is when you're going for your sea creatures, fish until you get a fish minion. Once you get fish minion, place it down and then wait for the pufferfish. Unlock an emerald chest, very easy. You have to do bonzo anyway, so when you do a singular bonzo run, just buy the emerald chest. Mithril collection, don't really have to explain that. Sit down and mine it, don't place down a minion. 30,000 isn't as much as you think it is. 30,000 is relatively easy, especially where you need to not commissions, but you need to get level 20 mining. So by the time you do that, you should be relatively close, so you should just be able to finish it off. Bonzo, we've gone over that a little bit, but if you need help with Bonzo, because no one's really doing it, I'm willing to help on my stream. 40 unique collections. That's relatively simple as well. All you have to do is go out of your way to get one of each item. That's all you have to do. You see a mushroom on the floor, punch it. If you see a pumpkin on the floor, eat it. Mining 20, don't really have to go into this. Mining 20 is pretty easy. Okay, so craft any pet, very, very simple. People think that it's big and that you need to get a super enchanted egg. Because of the pet update, you no longer need to do that. All you need to do is grab one normal egg and a bunch of pork, and you can surround it and make a pig pet. It's extremely easy to do, and I recommend that everyone do that as soon as they've got their pig minions down. Cheetah talisman. Like I said, you're going to want grapple hook to make this as easy as possible, but it is possible without it. But, you know, if you're not a big fan of parkour, I recommend using grapple hook. It'll take you like a few cycles, but it is very easy to get a good enough route to be able to do them. This is how I do it, is with grapple hook. And if people are struggling, then I can make a video on how you can exactly do it with grapple hook during bingo. 120 strength, very easy. You just put fierce on your armor, you use the elixir perks, you'll be fine, you'll grab that. Especially if you go and get in the cakes from other islands. I'm pretty sure that's +5 strength as well. So you'll definitely be able to reach that. So there's nothing to worry about there. And then our final goal is 1% drop chances. You can just kill zombies. You can kill zombies. Killing goblins would give you this as well. So you could just save it for later and not go out of your way to kill zombies. But being able to kill goblins for goblin eggs, you'll then be able to get this. But then the same thing goes with Enderman and their under armor. The Ender Armor is obviously a low drop chance, so this would also go up. This is just something you'd get over time. If you want to be able to contribute more to it, to get more bingo points, the best strat is just to either kill zombies or Enderman. I'm going to quickly show you guys the roadmap of what I'm going to be doing for this bingo card, right? So the way I'm going to start it is I'm going to run off. I'm going to run off to the wheat, and I'm just going to start punching. Once I've got enough money, I'll then be able to head over here. One of the things I do during bingo is I always get the intimidation talisman and the zombie talisman first. They will help me kill stuff later on, like if I want to do zombie slayer. But I recommend getting all the talismans from this shop just because they're not very expensive. I also recommend making the farming talisman where you unlock the accessory bag as soon as you start the bingo. What I recommend is after you have money, you come to the mine merchant. You get some gold, you go to the lumber merchant, who is over here. You get some sticks, and then you head over here, and you enchant it with efficiency 2. You don't need higher than efficiency 2, but you can. But that will take 30 levels. With efficiency 2, it will only take 15 levels. You might not be able to one-shot the animals, so if you're unable to one-shot them, just get enough for the minion. Don't worry about going over. But then you want to kill pigs, and you want to kill one singular chicken. One singular chicken will give you an egg. The main thing you want from here is just a pig minion. And then what I recommend is you go back to your private island, place the minion down, and then come back out and then mine some sand. So once you're mining sand, of course, mine like one pumpkin, a bit of sugar cane, a bit of cocoa beans, some of the other collections you can unlock. But once you get to level 12, you then go to the deep caverns. Once you're at the deep caverns, what I suggest you do is you move down, you make your way down here. I recommend farming lapis for enchanted, but if there are too many people in the lobby, then I recommend going down to redstone and mining redstone for your 15 enchanted items. So once you're down here, mine 1 stack of emerald. Once I head to Dwarven Mines, the first thing I'm going to do is walk forward. What you want to do is you want to go to the king and find out what commissions you have, and then instantly go over here. What you can do with the fetcher and the puzzler guy is you can wait until a 2x powder event to do this, because this guy gives a guaranteed 1,000. So with the perk, you get 2,000. I suggest spending the mithril powder on mining speed, because you do not need mining fortune whatsoever for any of these perks. Maybe for like mithril powder or mithril collection, but even so, once you get Heart of the Mountain 3, you can just get Picobulus, which is just, yeah, that's just easy collection in itself. So I recommend you come over here, kill some Glacites till level 12, so then you can instantly get started on trying to kill some Endermen. Go to the end, you can just do /warp end once you unlock it. So after killing 5 Endermen, you gain access to the Void Sword, which will just increase your damage in the end. So then what I recommend after killing 5 Endermen is mining Ender Nodes until you get Ender Gauntlet, so then that uppens the damage to your Void Sword. And then what I recommend is killing Enderman until you get the armor. And another good tip I have for bingo players is elixir can be made as a contact. All you need is any 3 bingo goals. What you can do to find arachne keepers is I typically go down this way, go down here, and there's usually a couple spawns up here, like here's one. That will give you the only arachne calling you need. There's one here. There's a spawn right over here that spawns. One spawns in the entrance here. One spawns here. Another spawns here. Another spawns there. One spawns there. One can spawn here, I think. And then I don't know if one can spawn at the top, but one may spawn at the top. As soon as you get to the spider's den, just go up here. You can basically go around the place if you don't have a nice way, and talk to Brandmaster Beast Slayer. That way you can get access to the bestiary and then go up and grab access to the Grandma Wolf, just because it is a free pet overall. There's usually, I think last month we got a get 5 unique pets. So if you need to get unique pets, that's a nice easy way of getting a unique pet. Hopefully this guide has helped you with this month's bingo. I typically do the same thing every bingo, so the little roadmap and the little pacing that I did is pretty similar to how I treat every single bingo. These are the 2 previous month's bingo cards. These are the first bingo cards I've done. And as you can tell, they didn't take too long. 16 hours, 15 hours. They would have taken less time, but I, of course, needed to wait for minions or needed to do 10,000 kills, which 10,000 kills ain't a nice one, but it is possible. Just do it in the spider's den. You'll get it relatively quickly. Yeah, with the pufferfish collection and the pig collection that you want to get up, what I recommend doing is getting tasty cheese from the hub. There are a bunch of rat spawns in the hub. It also helps if you need a unique pet. But like over here, there's typically 2 spawns, and they'll give you tasty cheese. So if I quickly kill him, so they'll typically give you tasty cheese, and tasty cheese doubles your output for an hour. So I recommend filling your minion for 24 hours worth of tasty cheese. you average between 3 to 8 cheese per rat kill. You can get it done relatively quick if you know where most of the rat spawns are. Hopefully this guide has been helpful. If it has, then please like and subscribe. It would really help a lot. But also, if there's any other tips and tricks that you know of for bingo, then please put them in the comments down below, so then that way I can feature them in the next video to help more bingo players get a bit more comfortable with doing bingo. I know my first time doing bingo wasn't the best experience, but it's definitely grown on me as I've, started to enjoy the challenge of some of the bingo cards. And I've definitely enjoyed streaming it to everyone who watches. So hope you guys enjoyed, and good luck on your bingo, and hopefully everyone gets some good RNG drop. All right, I'll see you guys later.